All right, what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I haven't ever played with before. I was at my local car wash supply, detail supply shop and found this product. So this is the Gyeon Restart Wash. Now, I wanted to take a look at this stuff because I was reading the label and it states, here's the claim guys, effective iron contamination removal on coated vehicles. So in my mind, an iron removal is something you spray on the paint, it dissolves, you can see all the kind of bleeding, it turns purple essentially and kind of bleeds off the paint, dissolves all the iron contamination in the paint on your wheels, all that kind of good stuff. So in my head, I was like, wow, is this stuff, am I gonna foam this on and then let it dwell and is it gonna turn everything purple? I don't know, so I wanted to check it out. Now it does state contamination removal on coated vehicles. So I wanted to give that a clear disclaimer there. The van that I'm going to be using this on is my work van and still has a ton of contamination. I did a video in the past on clay treatments, different types of clay bars, clay pads, clay mitts, all that kind of stuff that you would normally use for this kind of contamination removal. I will link that video for you guys down in the description as well, or up here somewhere, so you guys can check that out as well to see the fastest ways to do it. But if this works, then I would be, honestly, kind of shocked and super pleasantly surprised because that's gonna simplify my life so much more, right? So again, this van is not coated, so full disclaimer, it is not coated. It has severe contamination in it, and but I wanted to see if this, what this does. Now back to the label, it does state restores hydrophobic properties and slickness. So again, this product is more so geared to the ceramic coated vehicles for sure. And so with that said, any iron contamination that is on a ceramic coated vehicle isn't going to embed itself the way it would on a non-ceramic coated vehicle just because the slickness and hardness of the ceramic coating. So it makes sense that this may be able to strip all that kind of stuff off, but I wanted to see and wanted to test it out. Now this stuff is rated as a 6 on the pH scale, which means it is aggressive, right? Not crazy aggressive. Usually pH neutral is right around that 7 mark, so it's just off of it a little bit, but gives me an idea, okay, this is definitely going to be doing some cleaning. And it also states on their website that it is safe on all surfaces, so no worries there. Now, right on the directions here, guys, it does state to shake well before use, and then it says pour 15 to 20 milliliters into a 10 to 15 liter bucket. Wash the entire car with a soft wash mitt in a straight line motion. Start from the top, rinse well with clean water. Do not let dry on the vehicle. Do not wash in direct sunlight, and dry with a suitable drying towel just so that you don't induce any scratching, right? So now on the bottle, it doesn't say anything about a foam cannon, but on their website, it does. It states 30 milliliters for every 500 milliliters of a foam cannon. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go ahead and put it in a foam cannon. It makes more sense to me because the foam will actually cling onto the surface of the paint and give the product more time to break everything down. So that's how I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have it in a wash bucket, so when I go and do my contact wash after letting it dwell, it'll be there as well. But let's go ahead and see how this stuff works. So first things first, guys, I'm actually going to test the pH level. I have these little pH test strips, and I'm gonna test it straight out of the bottle, and then I'm gonna test it diluted into my foam cannon, because sometimes even some products that have a super high pH, when you do the proper mixture in with the water, it neutralizes it out to a pH neutral rating. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this bottle and test it out here. And with this test strip, they're not super accurate, but it gives us a good idea. And it looks like it's sitting at about a 6, maybe 5.5 to 6. So we'll call that accurate because I'm sure their rating is a lot more accurate than these little test strips. But this just goes to show that it's within that realm for sure. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my foam cannon. Now this is actually, I'm filming this after I already foamed the vehicle, so just keep that in mind. There's only about half of the solution left, but it is still the proper mix ratio. So here we go, we're gonna stick the test strip in there as well, pull it out, try and inspect it here, and it looks to be the exact same. So no change once it's diluted. It's staying right about that 6 on the pH scale. Now as I go to fill up my foam cannon, it has this little pump sprayer right on top, which is cool. And I wanted to put 60 milliliters into it. It's a 1,000 milliliter bottle, so 30 for 500, 60 for 1,000. And that equated to about 20 pumps of this little guy. And it just, on the bottle, you can see the whole scale there. It starts at 100, that first mark's 100. So I wanted it to be about half that, a little over half, and 20 pumps is where it got me. So I did that, filled the rest up with water to the 1,000 milliliter mark. and got ready to foam this thing. Now I am using my IMJOSHV Foam Cannon Pro. This is the, I apologize if I'm a broken record about this, but this is my favorite foam cannon. I sell this one on my personal site, so I'll have that link in the description. I'll also link it on Amazon, and then I'll also link some comparable ones that get a ton of foam. So this one, the MTM and the Griot's Boss, I found after all my tests with a bunch of foam cannons, those three are the ones that get the most amount of foam. The IMJOSHV happens to be the least expensive of them, and I love that thing. So, but feel free, you can get it on my site or on Amazon or one of those other three. But here we go, guys. So I'm gonna pull out my phone as well, just so we can see how well this stuff actually foams from a foam cannon. Because some products like Built Hamber's Auto Foam, I think is what it's called, doesn't foam much at all. It's a fantastic product, does a good job of breaking everything down because it's a high pH, but it doesn't foam. So let's go ahead and see what this stuff does. So here we go, we pull the trigger and actually gets a good amount of foam. Again, this is only 60 milliliters in that 1,000 milliliter bottle, and it's getting nice thick foam. So I'll zoom into it a little bit here and you can see, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the rest of the vehicle, get everything foamed up, let it get onto all the surfaces, and as it states on Gyeon's website, let it dwell for 2 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, as it's dwelling, guys, I'm kind of walking around the vehicle, just trying to inspect it. Now, it's not bleeding purple like a traditional iron remover would. With that said, the foam does look a little bit purple to me. I don't know if that's coming up in the video, but there's a slight hint of purple in it for sure. And another thing to note is it definitely, if you're looking for a pleasant smelling soap, this isn't it. You can smell a tinge of iron remover in it, and iron removers are typically known to be pretty stinky. So this isn't bad, but I definitely smell it. Like I can absolutely smell that there is some sort of iron removing agent in this product. So just keep that in mind. It will smell. So walking around, guys, it doesn't. I'm looking again. This van has tons of contamination in it, and it doesn't look to be doing anything more than a normal pH neutral, like just average everyday soap would be doing. So I'm just gonna let it dwell a little bit more, and then I will go in for my contact wash after the full 2 minutes. Okay, so the full 2 minutes have gone by. I'm going in for my contact wash. I'm starting to go around. And again, just with a light contact wash, I'm not seeing any improvement on those little industrial fallout spots, those rust spots, all that kind of stuff, that iron contamination, I'm not seeing any difference with. However, guys, as I'm working it around, I gave it a little bit more of a scrub. Nothing crazy, like not crazy at all, but just kind of paid attention to one little area. And to my absolute surprise, it's coming off. Like if I were to be using clay, it's removing that from the paint. And again, this is taking more agitation than I normally would do, but I wanted to really test it. And I'll show you guys the before and after. I'll scrub this one little spot so you guys can see. It's a substantial difference where you can see, hey, there's a bunch of contamination. That spot that I just went over does not have any contamination anymore. So I'm actually very, very blown away by that. So I'm gonna continue washing the car, and then also it does state to give it a thorough rinse after, which makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse off the vehicle and do the whole thing and get it all cleaned up. Okay guys, so the van's all washed down now. What are my thoughts on this stuff? I'm actually pretty blown away by the effectiveness of this product. I did not expect it to do that especially after the initial rinse, initial foaming, watching it just wasn't doing anything, and then just a little agitation and it came up like I was claying. Now again, they state it's for coated vehicles, so if it's a ceramic coating, again, it's not gonna be as embedded in there, and this will probably strip it just from the normal wash. So I will be using this on coated vehicles moving forward, especially when I'm doing like a refresh once a year kind of deal, just to remove everything, get it all restarted, and then put my topper over the top of the ceramic just to kind of give it a boost. So anyways, guys, here it is. It's Gyeon Restart Wash. The hype is real. I honestly thought it was just gonna be kind of some marketing mumbo jumbo, and it's not. It is much more effective at removing that contamination than a traditional soap is. Even other soaps that are higher in the pH level does do a good job of breaking down all the kind of just stuff that's on the paint, but for the stuff that's embedded, they don't do a lot. You still have to go in and clay. This stuff does something. It actually does do what it says. It didn't turn purple, didn't make the car bleed, but it did have a purple hue to it. Again, you can smell the iron remover type of product in it, but I like it. I'll have this product linked in the description for you guys below. I'll also link it on my local distributor site, Carglow. I'll link it down, and I think if you use code IMJOSHV, it gets you like 5% off down there, and these are fantastic guys over there. So if you're in the San Diego area, go check them out. It's Car Glow. They're in Kearney Mesa, and then also one, I think, down in Chula Vista. It's a fantastic little family-run business, so I really like those guys, so always support them. And then I will also link it on any sites that you guys can get it just through a link and order it. So, but that's it, guys. I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.